Hi guys, welcome back. Today for you I have a kind of a tip video on how to manage and how to reduce stress in your life. So if you guys are interested in some tips and tricks, or not tricks, but tips and ways to manage your stress, please stay tuned. So number one, the first thing that I would recommend is before your feet touch the floor, I would say that you should take some time to really just lay in your bed and meditate and just bring positive thoughts into your mind and into your body. If this means that you have to wake up, about 30 minutes earlier than what you would typically, wake yourself up for your work day, then I would suggest you do so and just take 10 or 15 minutes to just really lay there in silence, in the dark, and just, maybe not the dark, but just in silence at least, so that you can just take time to, meditate, to bring positive thought and positive energy into your mind, and basically, play your day out. How are you going to be positive? How are you going to maintain positivity? How are you going to, kind of block those who want to bring gossip and negativity into your circle? So I would definitely, before your feet touch the ground, I would definitely take 10 to 15 minutes to really just pause and meditate and just make sure you bring in some positive energy into your day for that day. So number two, I would say for the second suggestion is to only take responsibility for your obligations, for your personal obligations. I would not take responsibility for other people's obligations. I don't care if they are friends, family, only take responsibility for your obligations. And what that will do is you will find yourself really just like releasing pounds and pounds and pounds of stress. Because a lot of times when our friends and when our families come to us and they tell us about, situations, especially if we're close to them, automatically we tend to, take on those responsibilities, and we start thinking of ways that we can help them reach their goals or help them get out of their situation. And what we don't know that we're doing is we're actually adding stress onto our own personal selves. And so we'll find ourselves, trying to fix them, trying to fix their situations, but in the meantime, we'll be stressing ourselves out about it. And you'll find that you'll kind of let your own, obligations, your own responsibilities kind of fall by the wayside. And you really have to be careful about doing that, because you want to make sure that you take care of your responsibilities first and foremost. So I would say for number two, definitely just take responsibility for your own obligation. For the third suggestion, I would say that you should find something that will help declutter your mind. And I know that, a lot of people, we have 1,001 things that we can be doing each and every day, or we actually have 1,000 things that we need to do every day, and we find our minds getting boggled and, just everything is going all which way, and we really don't know, where to begin and where to end. So I would really suggest taking on a hobby that can kind of help declutter your mind. I'm not saying take an expensive hobby, but just take something that is definitely relaxing. Read a book, cook, go for a walk. These are all things that are not only healthy, that are not only healthy obligations, but they are also ways in which you can, there are ways in which you can help declutter your mind. So yeah, I would say for number three, find a hobby that can help declutter your mind. So for number four, I think that this is one that even myself need to take serious, and that is, maintain or set manageable and realistic goals. And what I mean by that is, it is awesome to have goals. Do not get rid of your goals. By all means, keep them. But what I will say is, sometimes we can set goals, and the timing of those goals, or the timing in which we, kind of mandate ourselves to accomplish those goals, are kind of unrealistic. So I would suggest that we take it, sometimes it could be a week at a time, or it could be bi-weekly, or it could be monthly, but definitely just take some time to really set goals that are realistic and that are manageable. Think about your life, think about your day-to-day responsibilities, and with that, implement your goals in a time frame that's realistic. If you can only, designate 30 minutes to an hour a day on working towards your goals, then do that. It may not seem like a lot, and it may seem like you're taking forever to reach your goal, but it will be better than you saying, I'm going to work 4 hours towards this goal, and that day you really only get to reach, or you only get to 30 minutes, and then with you setting that unrealistic goal of yourself, within a month or 2 months or 6 months time, you'll look back and you'll say, gosh, I'm not where I feel like I should be. And that's when other bad thoughts and negative energy starts to enter into your mind and into your body. So to prevent that from happening, if you just want to just take realistic time slots, weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, set those times up so that it can be implemented in your day-to-day activity. So, number 5. This one is definitely something that, will solve a lot of problems in this world, if I can be real with you. But for number 5, I would definitely say avoid stressful situations. And I'm about to make this statement, and I really don't want to sound like I'm being petty or anything, but it's really the truth. A lot of times people are stressed out is because they put themselves in stressful situations. They enter into situations, or they invite other people's situations to, in their life, to where basically they invited that stress. And so always try to avoid stressful situations. If that means, not being around certain people, not being around certain environments, not being around certain places, anything. If that means that you kind of have to, think about, well, what is it that I need to cut out to avoid stressful situations, then that's what I would do. And I know sometimes we as friends or we as family, we don't want to be mean to people by saying, no, don't talk to me about, certain things. But in all honesty, it's really easy for you to kind of swerve the conversation without seeming to be rude. A family or a friend comes to you and they'll say, you know what, let me tell you what else done happened, or look what happened after you done left, and this and that. Immediately you can just say, I was about to go get something to eat, or matter of fact, I was about to go shopping or something, and you want to come to me real quick, and that'll change the person huh? Either yes or no, and then immediately you can change the conversation. Or you don't even have to respond to it. If they tell you what happened, or tell you the negative, information, you can just literally kind of just tune them out, and then when they get done, you can just say, oh, okay, and not really have a response to it. But try your best to avoid stressful situations, and try your best to avoid people and environments that are stressful as well. So number 6, this is something that took me a long time to do, and I'm still working on it each and every day, but I promise you it is such a healing experience. It's awesome. But number 6, I would definitely say try to maintain a sense of humor. And I know that, they say it takes more muscles to frown than smile. I know that may be like a corny thing to say, but it's really, really true. Maintain a sense of humor. Be around people who are funny. Heck, make fun of yourself. you know, watch more comedy things than reality and dramatic things. You know, keep a sense of humor and try to find humorous things in situations that you would typically find to be stressful. My husband is so good at this. I can literally be telling him something that can be stressing me out. I mean, it can be weighing me down. And he will take a phrase out of what I'm telling him and he will twist it into some type of like joke. And the thing about it is, most people will think that a person that does that is insensitive and not really listening. But the way that he does it, it is so funny. I can't do nothing but laugh. And when I laugh, I literally I laugh so hard, I don't have any more energy to give to the negative situation. Like, I literally just laugh and I'll just like take a deep breath, I'll exhale out, and I will really find myself feeling lighter. And I won't think of the situation being as bad as what I originally thought it would be. So make sure you try to find a sense of humor and maintain a sense of humor. That'll definitely help with your stress. And number 7, my final suggestion, number 7 is be mindful and remember that you cannot control everything. And I know that for people like me who are control freaks, it is so hard, so hard to like have situations that you can't control. It like eats at you like, oh my gosh. But you have to remind yourself that you cannot control everything. And when you really take time to like let that marinate, then you will find yourself being in situations, or you know, you'll find yourself really taking a step back and like evaluating the situation, and you'll be telling yourself, you know what, I can't change this. So there's really no point in me stressing over it because I can't change it. No point at all in stressing at all. So whenever you can get to that point to where you literally can evaluate the whole, you know, situation, and you can definitely evaluate your position in the situation and realize that you cannot change it, then literally you will start to be like, I can't do nothing with this, so I'm sorry. And literally, you know, you'll just get to a point to where, I'm not going to say you don't care, because ultimately in the back of your mind you do, but it won't be a concern so much to where it becomes stressful. It'll literally be, I've done all that I can do, I can't do anymore, therefore I'm taking a step back. And that's another way that you can definitely help manage your stress, is by realizing every situation can't be controlled. So there it is, you guys, my 7 suggestions, my 7 tips on how to maintain and on how to reduce stress in your life. So I hope you guys really found this video helpful, informative. If you did, please leave a comment down below. If there are other suggestions or other tips that you personally do that help reduce your stress, or that you do to help manage your stress, leave those down below as well. I would definitely like to read them and definitely see what other people are doing to, you know, reduce the stress in their lives as well. So yeah, guys, until next time, I'll see you later.